Please join me in the presentation of the colors. Color Guard bands.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is a pleasure. My name is Jane Barron, Superintendent of Schools 196, and this has been long in the making. This really accomplishes our district goals. I mean, all about teaching and learning. And when I was here and I had heard that one of our adult basic ed students said, wow, this feels great. This feels like the university. So we were so proud and so happy that he was so valued here. Early learning is another one of our goals. Early childhood special ed, early childhood family ed, side by side. That's what we hope for and that's what we want. And another district goal, equity. And so when you think about equity and closing the achievement gap, all of these programs are leading to that. And I'll tell you, the best part about being superintendent and the best part about having a job in 196 is our job is to make lives better, give them an opportunity, and that their life will be successful. So, you know, what more could you want for a job? And all this building, all the facility matters for us to reach that goal. So I do want to, you know, I hope I don't miss somebody, but I do want to thank some people coming out here, our leaders. And so for sure, Gary Husko, who was on the school board. Gary, can you raise your hand there? Thanks, Gary. We do have Representative John Koznick. Is John close by? Thanks, John. We have our Chamber President, Ed Carney. Apple Valley Chamber, we have Peggy Johnson. And then we have some people representing different groups. But before I start that, we have a friend to Community Ed forever, the former Director of Community Ed, Ron Singh. And please raise your hand if you're from the Community Advisory Council. Do we have any Community Ed Advisory Council members? Wave it. Yeah! Early Childhood Foundation members, they're helping us with food today. Oh, well, thank you for the food, though. Thanks for dropping that off. I know we have a District 196 Foundation member, Lori Busco. Yay. Do we have any Rosemont City staff besides our mayor? Anyone else here? Thank you. City Council, thank you so much for being here. And I didn't see any other city members from Egan or
State Representative Roz Peters' edition.
Oh, hi Roz, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So it's my pleasure now to introduce Mary Krieger. She is our Director of Special Ed, and she'll tell you a little bit more about the programming.
I am so delighted to have all of you here and have you have an opportunity to learn more about early childhood special education. Because a lot of times it's programming that people aren't as aware of as some of our other programs in the district. We actually start serving babies from the time they're born until the time they're 7. They're in early childhood special ed programming, and then from there we take them through the age of 21. But Debbie Kelly is our coordinator, and she has a team of teachers and speech pathologists and occupational therapists. They go out and work with our youngest community members in their homes. They work with families, and they work with their caregivers to help those babies get on that right developmental track. And then, when our little ones turn about the age of 3, they may qualify for continued programming, and that's where this building comes into play.
It's very child-friendly.
Yes.
Welcome.
We have 11 classrooms here, and it's so exciting. One of the main principles of special education is to make sure that all of our children are served in least restrictive environments. So for us to have the opportunity to partner every day with early childhood family ed, and for our little guys to be with their little guys and mixed up doing activities together and learning from each other, it's such a gift. And so we're just grateful for that, and we really believe that this building enhances. It's a beautiful building, it's wonderful for our kids, but it really is about the ability to provide even better programming to help them grow and be the wonderful kids that they will be. And so that's very exciting. And before I hand it over, I do have to tell a little story. I want you all to understand that our staff moved into this building before winter break. And so when you go around and you look, just kind of look at all the stuff that's here. It came from somewhere else. And it was really amazing to work with the builders, and they're finishing up the steps, and there's activity, and there's our teachers grabbing boxes and helping, and everyone working together. And so I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to our program coordinators who helped that. Debbie Kelly and Eric Glenn, where's Eric? And Karen Keller. And the three of those worked with their staff and a lot of the teachers. Raise your hands. They're all here tonight, and they're really here.
With Early Childhood Special Ed, there are 2 community education programs that are housed in this building, Adult Basic Education. And with Adult Basic Education, adults who are over the age of 18 can come to learn English. They can work on their GED, they can work on their diploma. Students who are under the age of 21 can also work on their diploma if they are short some credits. And those who are working on their diploma receive a diploma from District 196. So we're very happy that we have this beautiful space to serve our older students. There are approximately 75 adult basic education students who come to the building each day in the morning, and then in the evening there are about 60 students. So we do have a pretty full capacity here. Along with adult basic education, we have early childhood family education. And like Mary was talking about, early childhood family ed and early childhood special ed work very closely together in collaborating and providing opportunities for our youngest learners. Early childhood family ed allows families to come to school together. The children and the parents take a class together. Then there is a period of separation where the parents go and have a parenting class. The children continue to stay in the classroom and have a preschool experience. Along with that is our Connections Preschool Program, which is our district-wide 3- and 4-year-old preschool program. There are some classrooms here for that for community-wide members. And then one program that is also a collaboration between adult basic education and early childhood family education is what we call Family School. And with Family School, adults who are learning English come to school along with their 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children. The adults go to class and learn English. One day a week they receive some parenting class. And then the children also receive a preschool experience. We think that's a really unique and great opportunity for families within our district. I'm going to introduce Scott McQueen from Will Architects. You're welcome.
What an exciting building, right?
Yeah, it's great.
You just heard all the programs that are here. The architect gets a lot of credit, undue credit. I want to talk a little bit about all the hands that came together to create this wonderful space. First of all, our team of architects and engineers joined with our builder partners from Bosser Corporation. So that's kind of the designer builder side. But to get the design right, we developed a 9-person committee called our core planning group, which are a number of the people who are highlighted here. And Mary with other coordinators. All those folks that really understand how they want this building to operate. And we spent months meeting every 2 weeks to talk about all the issues, from where we would be on the site to every detail in this building. And there were meetings with all of the staff, so that staff could understand each space and what they needed in each classroom. So it's not all our hand, it's a big team effort, and that's why we're all here today to celebrate. To give you a window on that process a little bit, Kaya asked me to speak a little bit on some of their core values. We start out early with some core values. One, we wanted to always recognize that this building would have a diverse population. Both accessibility, ethnicity, and age. Those are big differentiators. 2, we said the atmosphere should be welcoming, fun, bright, and encourage supportive connections. We talked about the building being flexible, individual and collaborative learning environments. As you tour around, you're going to see those results of that. Availability of technology should be a district community resource. One big piece was being respectful of the neighborhood in both visual and how you experience the neighborhood and connect to the neighborhood. And I guess without hitting them all, lastly, I'd like to say that we anchored that list with the building should represent the best fiscal value for the school district. And that's always a challenge, and I think we met that challenge. So that's a sample of what those folks' values are, and we'd like to thank everyone that had a hand. So a final part of our presentation is to commemorate tonight dedication of this facility. So we have a symbolic key from Wold Architects and Bossert Corporation to present that to the owner.
So on behalf of the programs that are housed in this building, I personally want to thank and recognize our school district administrators as well as our school board. Thank you for your support and your dedication.